Hello students, today's topic is the fundamental theorem of calculus part 1, restated. Shown on our screen is the fundamental theorem of calculus part 1, which is the integral from a to b of big F prime of x dx equals to big F of b minus big F of a, and the restated form of the theorem, big F of b equals to big F of a plus the integral from a to b of big F prime of x dx. I will start and show you using simple algebra how we get to the restated form of the theorem. We will start with the fundamental theorem of calculus part 1, which is the integral from a to b of big F prime of x dx equals to big F of b minus big F of a. We want big F of b by itself. We will add big F of a to both sides of the equation. We will have the integral from a to b of big F prime of x dx plus big F of a equals to big F of b. Rearranging the terms and switching the order of the equation, we will have big F of b equals to big F of a plus the integral from a to b of big F prime of x dx, which is the restated form of the theorem. The restated form of the theorem is useful when we want to find the values of the antiderivative given a starting point and information about the area. Let's start with our example and apply the restated form of the theorem. Starting with our example, suppose big F of x has a derivative little f of x graphed below. This is the graph of little f of x, and big F of 0 equals to 3. We want to find the values of big F of 3 and big F of 8. I wrote the restated form of the theorem here. Let's start and find the value of big F of 3. Big F of 3, b here equals to 3, equals to big F of a is given to us to be 0, plus the integral from a to b, a is 0, b is 3, of the derivative function, which is little f of x dx. Substituting the value of big F of 0, it's given to us to be 3. Now the integral from 0 to 3 of little f of x dx is the area between the function and the x-axis on our graph from x equals to 0 to x equals to 3, which is this triangle. And we want to find the area of this triangle, that is 1/2 times the base times the height of this triangle. I want to let this area be a sub 1. To find a sub 1, this is going to be equal to 1/2 times the base times the height of this triangle. The base of this triangle is from x equals to 0 to x equals to 3, which is 3 units. The height of this triangle is also 3 units, and this is going to be 9/2. We want to be careful here. Our function is below the x-axis, which means our function is negative, and we want to substitute this integral with a negative, and the area that of the triangle we found 9/2. Now this is equal. We want to add 3 and negative 9/2. We know that 3 has an invisible denominator of 1. We want to multiply the numerator and denominator by 2. This will give me 6/2 minus 9/2. And this is going to equal to negative 3/2. So the value of big F of 3 is negative 3/2. Now I want to find the value of big F of 8. B here equals to 8 equals to big F of A. I may let A equals to 0 because we know the value of big F of 0, or I may let A equals to 3. We just found the value of big F of 3 to be negative 3/2. I want to let A equals to 3. So big F of 3 plus the integral from A to B, A equals to 3, B equals to 8 of the derivative function little f of x dx. Substituting the value of big F of 3, which is negative 3/2, this is going to equal to negative 3/2 plus, now the integral from 3 to 8 of little f of x dx is the area between the function and the x-axis from x equals to 3 to x equals to 8, which is going to be this region. I notice I can split my region into a triangle and a rectangle. So if I let this be my triangle and this region be my rectangle, I want to find the area of this triangle, and I want to let this area be A sub 2 and the area of this rectangle to be A sub 3. To find A sub 2, this is going to be 1/2 times the base of this triangle times the height of the triangle. So the base of this triangle is from x equals to 3 to x equals to 6, which is 3 units. The height of this triangle is also 3 units, and this is going to be 9/2. To find the area of the rectangle A sub 3, the area of the rectangle is the length times the width of the rectangle. If I let the length of this rectangle to be from x equals to 6 to x equals to 8, then the length would be 2 units, times if I let the width be the height of this rectangle, then the width will be 3 units, and this is equal to 6. Now, the area between the function and the x-axis from x equals to 3 to x equals to 8 is A sub 2 plus A sub 3. So I'm going to substitute this here, A sub 2 plus A sub 3. This is going to be equal to negative 3/2 plus the value of A sub 2 is 9/2 plus the value of A sub 3 is 6. Combining the fractions, I will have 6/2, which is 3, plus 6, which is 9. So the value of big F of 8 is 9. And we are done.